Yo, what's up, everyone? Episode 9. We've been doing this for 9 weeks now. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It's crazy. 9 weeks as long as like a baby takes to like form, right, in a belly.
Yeah, right? 9 weeks? It's expedited. That's if you click on the expedited bullet point. It costs a little extra.
Yeah. But
it costs like
pops out quicker.
$250. But yeah, 9 weeks as opposed to 9 months.
Gestation periods of 9 weeks.
Worth the cost.
Yes. Well, today's episode's gonna be just as productive as the other ones.
Yeah, we'll take you through a lot of different topics as we usually do, talking about getting pulled over. We're talking ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're talking fighting. We're talking boxing too.
Mm-hmm.
So tune in.
Sit back,
You're
relax.
Nice little episode.
Cool. So we don't get into the nitty gritty. How about you just tell me about a time you got pulled over, bro?
I haven't been pulled over too often, but there was this one time in LA I got pulled over while I was on my bicycle. It was some bullshit.
Like a actual bike?
Yeah, like a bicycle. I left my apartment to go buy nail clippers because my nails were too long. And I was living in Westwood at this time, on the UCLA campus.
Oh, I remember visiting you there.
Yeah. So I was biking down, went to CVS, got my nail clippers, was biking back up the hill, was maybe like a block away from my apartment when this police car just pulls me over. I'm like, wait, what? Am I being pulled over, or is there some car like that?
Yeah.
But no, he pulled me over. And as cops do, he's like holding his gun as he like approaches me. I'm like, really? Do you really need to do that? And he asks me to sit on the curb and get off my bicycle. And I'm like, okay, sorry, officer. I'll sit on the curb even though I didn't do anything. And he's talking to me. He asked me for my like license and everything. And I was like, all right, here's my license. And I had a New York State license. And he's like, oh, you're from New York. What are you doing here in California? I'm like, well, I'm interning here at Amazon. He's like, oh, interesting. And he took my license, went to his car, looked my name up in the database or whatever the hell they do back there.
Yeah.
And I guess he didn't find anything. So then he comes over to me again. He's like, this is after maybe 5 minutes of him searching. And I'm just, still on the curb. Now there's like kind of a crowd surrounding me. There's like people watching and stuff.
Because usually when they ask people to sit on the curb, it's because they're about to get arrested or like something's up. But
exactly.
It's like, no, I'm just sitting on the curb because I couldn't sit on my bike.
And so then he comes over to me again and he starts asking me more questions. Like he's like suspicious that I did something. And I'm like, look, dude, I just put on the whitest voice that I had. I'm like, hey, I'm just, interning at Amazon Studios. I go to New York University, and so far I'm enjoying LA. How about yourself? And he's still doubtful. He's like, he's kind of like, he has his flat, neutral face. But then all of a sudden he calls backup. He's like, yeah, I'm going to request another unit on this site and some backup for this biker. I'm like, what backup do you need? I'm sitting on a curb. I'm on a fucking bicycle.
Are you serious?
And I'm a block away from my apartment. Yeah. And so then I'm just there. Like the adrenaline's flowing. I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is happening? Does he think I'm someone else? Because this is when I had long hair too. So I don't know. Maybe he thought I was like a terrorist.
Probably,
or some
dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
And so the backup comes, and it's this Asian guy, and he looks at me, and he just gives me that look like, I'm so sorry.
He gave you that look.
Yeah.
The one that's like apologizing for your friend when he does something stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, and he's like hardly even paying attention to what's going on. He's like looking out and stuff. And this guy, after a while, has asked me some more questions, and he's like, all right, fine, I'm gonna let you go, but he was like, hey, you better start wearing a helmet when you bike now.
You're kidding.
Okay.
It's like you couldn't just say that at the beginning?
It was some bullshit, man.
Dude, I think cops take their jobs a little too seriously sometimes.
Well, I mean, that's for sure with everything that's been going on.
I mean, yeah, luckily, nothing bad happened or anything, but it's just kind of a premise of like, you know what cops are. It just surprises me that pigs. Yeah, it surprises me that they have so much power, and they don't even have like PhDs or sometimes bachelors. But anyways, that's
a bunch of idiots who didn't
honestly,
go to school.
honestly,
cops, yeah.
for real. I mean, not all cops are bad, but
many of them.
They just take it too seriously.
The whole idea of cops started to kind of enforce slavery and keep the slaves from running away. That was like the premise of cops being formed. So, yes, you would obviously imagine that throughout the years, that's only going to be built upon. There's just inherently going to be some racism within that.
Damn! Look at people learning something on CurriedPalomas Podcast. Wow. Who says we can't help you build an IQ?
We can, but then we'll help you drop it.
But then we'll have you drop it again. So. I was telling my dad, I think it's so weird that you could potentially get shot for trying to throw hands with a cop. I feel like you should legally be allowed to throw hands with a cop. Not legally. No, not legally, but bro. Yeah, but like if you're gonna, I feel like you shouldn't be scared to like, because what if a cop's being an asshole, you should also be able to defend yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
I'm not saying don't get shot if you have some sort of weapon. No, but like, bro,
they shouldn't shoot you in the first. They should use a taser.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like if a cop is being an asshole to you, why can't you just be like, yo, bro? Like there should be a thing where you go like, all right, I have no weapons, I have no gun, no knife, but I'm ready to square up with you, officer. And that's like their Miranda rights where they were verbally told what's about to happen. I'm ready to square up, officer. So, and
officer, just drop those guns. Let's just square up and call it a real fight.
It should be like a normal person Miranda rights. It's like I read you the warning, square up. And then like it should be like a law.
You have the right to square up.
Yeah. Then it should be a law where it's like the cop has to then fight you, and if you get beat up, then you're good to go. Because
it's like a hockey game.
Yeah, exactly. First one on the ground loses.
That shit white people can get away with.
I know. Yeah, no, 100%. Unfortunately,
if I asked that cop to square up, god damn, I'd be dead.
No, unfortunately, it's like one of those things too where it's so skewed. Not skewed. I don't know if the right word is skewed, but it's like people misinterpret the data because it's so much more of minorities that are getting like stopped and this happening. So like, yes, theoretically the percentage of the white ethnicity looks higher, but in reality it's because the population of minorities is a lot higher when it comes to getting stopped and shot. So yeah, right. The percentage is lower because 1 out of 10 is 10%, and then 1 out of 100 is only 1%. The type thing. Math. Okay, this is getting too smart. Works, huh? Crazy. But
have you been pulled over?
I have a funny story, and then I have a story that kind of relates to how like people do get profiled. So our friend JT, for those of you that don't know him, he is an Ethiopian gentleman. So he's a brown skinned boy, curly hair. Your typical Ethiopian guy. Yeah, nice guy.
Working.
So he got pulled over. The first time was very reasonable. He was speeding. He got pulled over. The cop wasn't a dickhead or anything. He's just doing his job. It's like, you were going this fast, whatever. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad experience, but whatever. I think he got a ticket not only for speeding, but he got a warning because he had North Carolina plates because he lived in North Carolina. Oh, well, he was in the process of moving back to Maryland at the time.
Right.
But so nothing out of the ordinary there. Right, we're chilling, but we're in a car. It's a full car. Me, Andrew, my girlfriend, and JT. We're all stuffed in the Prius. And so the cop the first guy, he's a little suspicious, but no probable cause to do anything. So just gives him the ticket, the warning, and we're off. I kid you not. I swear. No more than 5 minutes later, we pull up next to another cop. And I think either Andrew or JT, or I don't know who said it. They were like, wouldn't it be funny if we got pulled over again? And then I'm like, I'm going to look at him. I said, I'm going to look at him, guys. It's like, Alejandro, don't look at him. And then I looked at him, and then the cop looked at me. And we just, like, locked eyes. And obviously we're in a cramped car, so it's whatever. And he pulled us over. And then we just started cracking up.
That's insane. This
Yeah,
is in the span of like 5 minutes.
and then we told him, like, you gotta be kidding. We just got pulled over. Why did you pull us over? He was like, you just got pulled over? I don't buy it.
Captivated me, son.
Was...
The La La Land soundtrack just started playing when I looked at you.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, it's like, I guarantee if we were a car that weren't minorities, because, I mean, we were all, ethnically different, it's like, it wouldn't have been an issue, but, it's crazy. And then, yeah, funny enough, the other cop that was younger, and I guess newer to the game, he was like, "You guys just got pulled over." He started laughing. It's like, oh man, he just gave us that nod.
Pulls out his taser.
Get out the car. It's like that didn't happen. Funny. And so yeah, he just gave JT another warning for the license plate, even though he had just gotten a warning for it. And that's my story. But I have a funny story actually, of me personally getting pulled over. I was so I didn't know like the whole phone thing also applied to when you're like at a red light. Like you can't be on your phone whatsoever.
Right.
When you're in the car. And so I was at a stoplight, my sister was with me. And so I was like, my phone, under the radio kind of area, dashboard.
Right.
Type thing, I'm just checking my phone. It's green light, I go, and I just see sirens. And I was like, what the fuck? What did I do? Do I have a brake lights out? Really pretty cop. Oh my god, I remember. She's so pretty. Comes up to me. She was like, "Hi, sir. I'm pulling you over because I saw you were on your phone. You were at that light." And then I just looked at my sister, and I was like, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was my sister." And the cop, I guess just in disbelief, like that I just fucking said that. She was like, okay, I'll be right back. And then she just goes, and me and Jackie like, oh my god, Jackie, just say you did it. My sister was like, okay, because she's obviously younger than me. And she comes back, but oh my god, she was so pretty, man. I couldn't lie to her. I was like, I'm sorry, I panicked. It was me. And she was like, she deadass started cracking up, but she was nice and everything. And then so she just gave me a verbal warning. She didn't give me like a written warning or anything. She was like, it's fine, just for future reference, you're not allowed to use your phone at all when you're driving. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And yeah, that was the story of a nice cop.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You should be allowed to use your phone at red lights.
I think so too. What if you're checking the map? I mean, a lot of the times I do check my phone, but when it's the map.
What if your stocks are really dropping and you gotta sell something? Like it's urgent.
Dogecoin, is that how you pronounce it?
Dogecoin.
Have you invested in any of that?
No, not Doge.
Yeah,
not Doge. Staying away from that.
I'm staying away from cryptocurrency until it's like a thing, an actual thing.
It's kind of an actual thing already.
It's
still a bubble, but
it's an actual thing that's still trying to be implemented.
Yeah, it's a fake.
It's a fake.
It's a fake. It's trying too hard to
make
it.
Well, try hard. So are you familiar with the fight that happened this weekend?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. I didn't really watch the highlights either, but
I wanted to, but part of me was like, I don't want to give that man his money. Like, I hate that guy.
I don't like that kid.
I hate him so
Such
much,
a tool.
bro. I was hoping he was gonna get knocked out, but then at the weigh-in, I saw the other fighter had that stomach, and he was an MMA fighter, but he was known for his wrestling. He wasn't even known for fighting. I knew it wasn't gonna go well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You can't put an MMA fighter as a boxer and expect him to do as well.
Well, but see, that's where as much as you hate a lot of these social media people, it was a smart move from him, because the Paul guy, he's actually training boxing consistently for a couple of years now, I think, or a year or two, and he gets a retired fighter that's known for wrestling, and so in his and it's great. It was a great move because now he beat a real fighter.
Right.
But
I want to see him fight Mike Tyson and just get fucking knocked out.
Dude. And then he called out Canelo, I think.
Oh, Canelo's a beast, right? MMA?
No, boxing. Canelo Alvarez.
I thought he was...
No, he's a
Okay.
boxer, Mexican boxer,
Gotcha.
but he's literally the number one in the world. And
Damn.
but I think Canelo hit him back with the dude. I'm not gonna waste my time with you. You're literally a disgrace to the sport. Like, shut up. Like, I'm not gonna do. But he did tell him. But hey, I don't want to give you money. So, but if you want to stop by and spar me, he said whenever you want. And I don't think he ever went. Cause he's doing it for the money, bro. That's why he like all those.
Obviously, it's a smart decision.
It's
by
a
him.
super smart decision because
Even though I hate the guy, but
hate him, but he's beating up people that
Smart
don't
about
fight.
I want to see him do an MMA fight.
Oh, he'd get his shit rocked, bro.
Yeah, he would definitely get. But it would be so satisfying to watch.
Uh,
Like an MMA fight with who's that? The guy who just won heavyweight recently. Like
Is
a
it
month back?
Masvidal?
Nagatu?
I don't know. There's like a bunch. I don't follow. Like, I watch MMA with the big fights, but I don't keep up with it like I do with boxing.
Gotcha. Well, I want to see him fight that guy because that guy's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock him.
Dude, I just want to see him fight. I just want to see him fight an actual boxer, like someone that's, even if he's not famous, like just like, I guarantee if you square that kid up with someone who's actually done boxing their whole life, he'd get his
Right.
shit rocked.
Does
And
he
that
still do YouTube?
I don't know. I
No.
really don't follow him that much. I just know that this man built his money because of children. You know, like he was little kids watch him.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know how that
That's
doesn't.
generally a YouTube star.
I don't know how that
feel
doesn't
like.
humble you though. It's like, I'm just gonna be normal because I know my fortune comes
Yeah,
from.
I think that's
kids.
all YouTube stars. I think that's like
A big majority.
before. That's Bieber too. Like when he started out.
Yeah. See, but
I think it's
at
changed
least
now,
Bieber, you
but
can say he did a good transition.
he did.
So
Yeah. Well, even all the other big singers, like what are the other big?
well,
white
the other big singers are like that singer.
or like One Direction.
But
I feel like their
they
main
broke up.
base was kids.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
when they started out.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
they're
they branched off.
Correct. Yeah, they were kids.
And then who's the guy that's dating Camila Cabello?
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes. I feel like his
Hey, I like
Main
his
was him.
music. Shut
I
up.
like his music too, but I'm saying
Nah, yeah,
when he
big-
started out, his
Main
primary
fan
fans
base was small
children,
children, girls,
teenagers,
like
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Maybe we should be singers and try to branch out to kids.
We should.
All it takes is one hit, bro. You
We
got
could
the
be the singers that like help foreign students learn English.
you got the beats already.
Yeah, right.
Are you familiar with that one singer that's like no, fuck, it wasn't what video was it?
Oh, you mean doom, chitum, 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 chitum. Every Latino song.
That's the beat that goes into my blood. Yo, that beat though, when you see an old Honda Civic,
Yeah.
green 2000 1999 Honda Civic
Has a spoiler on it.
has a spoiler. The bass is just like.
Doom, chitum, chitum, chitum. You can hear it from 10 blocks away. At one point when they're passing, the Hútale gasolina is playing.
Do you hear that a lot? Because I know one of your uncles lives in like a very Latino part of New York, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Queens.
hear a lot of that
One
music
part of
when you're
Queens.
over there?
I used to go a lot as a kid, but all the time, yeah. I mean, they'd have, it was like Mexico pretty much. The soccer players playing out there the whole time. There was always street food, music blasting, people having a good time.
That's cool.
It's a nice environment to be around.
I'd like to meet your uncle. I bet he's like very Latinized, whatever. Like,
No, he's still pretty Indian.
really?
Yeah, but like he's seen the world, He's been to a lot of different places and he's pretty cultured.
It's like that one video where you have I don't know if they were Indian, but the Indians and the Mexicans are like at a cookout. They're doing their own cookout, and then they just like start blasting each other's music and taking turns to dance with it.
In the middle of the street.
And you got that one
Yeah.
Mexican with his sandals on, like trying to do the.
That goes hard. Indians love it when there's like other ethnicities joining in.
Dude, Indian music
They
goes hard.
love white people. Like when white people visit India,
Yeah.
they'll be all over them. It's kind of weird.
I feel like a lot of countries like white people, but for the entertainment aspect of it, like especially when it's like a primarily like brown or or
Mhm.
something where it's like I know in Japan and China, I think they like love white people because
Yeah.
culturally, I think in those parts of Asia, like the whiter you are, like the more glorified you are.
Oh yeah, it's so fucked
And
up.
so
Same
like
with
yeah,
India. Yeah.
and so when you have Americans or any European, any white person goes, like they're seen as like, oh my god, like wow.
So does
So
that apply in Mexico too? The lighter skin you are, the more like respectable you.
yeah, I think it's in every part actually of I think any third world country, to be honest.
Yeah. That's what
Because
colonization has done to us.
because unfortunately, if the lighter you are in skin tone, the cleaner you look, and so you'll get more opportunities. Like
Right.
so,
Do your
it's-
parents get mad at you when you get dark in the summer?
no,
No.
my mom,
would.
my
She's like,
mom-
how are you so black now? Like, stop being in the sun. I'm like, fuck you, mom.
my mom gets mad because I don't wear suntan lotion or not suntan lotion, sunscreen a lot. Yeah,
That's essential.
Uh,
If you want to stay looking young, you gotta, use that SPF lotion.
maybe that's why I'm aging like I'm 40, and have 3 kids.
Oh, you look good.
Thanks. It's the lighting.
Nice. Yeah, but to prevent wrinkles, use SPF.
SPF, motherfucker.
I like Bad Bunny. Did you get tickets to his restaurant?
Fuck no, dude.
Not his
Restroom. Restaurant.
To his concert. Tickets
No,
to his
man.
concert.
I love Bad Bunny. I do, but I wouldn't. It's like, first of all, I wouldn't go to his concert just to go. To be honest, I don't. I'm someone that appreciates actual music at concerts.
Like what?
Like a band, I need to listen to it. Like I need to have live music. I need to have someone that can actually sing.
Orchestra?
No. Like so some of the concerts I've been to where I can say it was genuinely good. Like Maroon 5, Justin Timberlake was amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
And Shawn Mendes,
yeah.
it's top too. Like the thing is they actually play with a band, And so the music's great and their vocals are natural. Like it's them actually singing. But the thing is they already have a good voice. And for me to go watch Bad Bunny, I'm aware that dude, you can't say he has a good voice. It's not a good voice.
He has a unique voice.
It's not a good voice.
It's
Have you heard him live?
No.
Exactly. I mean, I haven't been live, but I've seen like his live performances like on.
It doesn't stand out.
Fuck no. And so, but for the price, I wouldn't pay more than like $100 to see the guy. And it has to be something where like I'm going with a group of friends.
Yeah.
But for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna get on Ticketmaster right now and buy Bad Bunny tickets. As much as I love his music, I really do. It's something I love to bop
great
to.
music.
It's party music, but I don't think I'd go see him in concert just because, like I said, I really value like actual music and instruments and stuff. Like I'd have to see a real band.
Gotcha. Have you been to a rave?
Never. Oh wait, no. Have
Raves
I?
are fun.
The raves.
Echo Stage?
Yeah, I've been to Echo Stage. Yeah, so then I have. Then it just wasn't like.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time because see, you don't go alone, so you're going with friends, and it's a fun time.
Right.
The twirl works at raves. Just FYI.
Oh yeah, it does.
It works at raves.
Always.
Oh my god, but Uber prices after those raves, bro.
Oh my gosh, insane.
It's so I remember perfectly. It cost like $28 to get there from like I was up in Kensington, so like near Bethesda-ish area.
Yeah.
It cost like $28 to get there, reasonable. Afterwards, it was like 104, 108, whatever.
And there's so many people coming out of
It's
there.
insane, man. But that's just like, I think that should be a crime, bro. Because I feel like Uber does that because obviously the demand. But like I understand raising it a couple bucks, but it's like, dude, hundreds of people need Ubers. But they're also taking advantage of the fact, like coming out of bars too. They're taking advantage of the fact that people are drunk or drugged. They're just like
make money, man. That's how they make money.
That's insane.
Capitalism.
Capitalism at its finest. Was there a thing where taxi drivers can't charge you if you're drunk?
No way. They
No?
would make zero money if that was the case.
Okay, just making sure. Because I know, wasn't it on holiday, or like some sort of holiday that the government would pay for taxis, or no? Was that 4th of July?
Never heard of that.
Okay, so maybe no,
Not in this country.
not in this country. Yeah, it's the 4th of July in Mexico.
Yeah. What's the big celebration there? It's like Dia de los Muertos. That's pretty big, right?
Yeah, it's essentially our Halloween, I guess. But I mean, nobody goes trick or treating. It's more of a day where, I guess, people try to party with the dead at cemeteries, or you celebrate an old.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I don't want to party with the dead.
Well, haven't you seen Coco? It's pretty lit.
Oh, that's pretty loud.
Yeah.
But they make it. I feel like in real life, there's like a ghost after you. That'd be scary, man.
I'm not afraid of ghosts. What's the worst they can do? Knock something over. Oh, so scary. Oh, fuck.
Don't call them out like that. Come after
Man, I mean, if demons are a thing, like, then that would be scary. Because from like all the movies and shit I've seen, demons are the ones that hurt people. But
It's the same
ghosts,
thing,
no,
right?
no, ghosts and demons are different. Ghosts are like actual dead people, like
So what are
someone who
demons?
passed. Demons are like some sort of diabolical spirit, like, but I don't think they're humans.
From a dead person.
But I don't think they're humans though. Yeah, I mean, I should know this. I'm Catholic. Like, we're supposed to know this shit, but I don't really know. We can look it up, actually. What are demons?
Did you ever do that as a kid, going to the bathroom?
Oh, shit.
And like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody
No, I was too scared to do that.
That was very scary, yeah.
I'll do it now, but when I was a kid, I was such a
I
little...
could do it now.
Dude, I was
either.
such a pussy growing up, bro.
Not much has changed.
Supernatural being or spirit associated with evil, malevolent spirit. Oh, maybe I guess it is an evil person. I don't know. What are little demons called? Oh, imps.
Imps?
You
That
fucking
doesn't sound
imp.
very terrifying.
You imp.
An imp came into my room at night. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, just get the fuck. Let me sleep, bro.
Let me sleep.
He starts gnawing on your ear. Like, dude, stop, bro.
Trying to climb up the bed, but he keeps failing.
Chill, bro. We're calling him out. Stop. We're gonna get
Just
haunted.
like punch him across the room. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here,
Get the
bro.
fuck out of here, bro. What are so in the Hindi world,
Hindi world? What's
Yeah.
up there? You understand Hindi's a language, right?
Well, yeah, because you guys get I was gonna
The
ask.
Indian world is the.
But I asked Hindi because I was gonna ask, how do you say like demon, like in Hindi, stuff like that. What words do you guys use, or do you guys have any words?
Bhoot?
Put. Sounds like puta.
Buddha. I mean, yeah, same concept as ghost, but apparently it's pretty common to see this. A few of my cousins would say they've seen, like, at night when they're on their motorcycles or driving on the street, and if it's pretty empty, they'll see these creatures approach. Like, they'll stand in front of the motorcycle, like, just pop out of nowhere onto the street, and their feet are backwards.
Oh Lord.
Their feet are backwards, and just they look all sorts of fucked up, and there's something very wrong with their face. They're obviously not, like, human.
Yeah.
But he says you're not supposed to make eye contact with them, and if you do, they'll chase you. And I've heard this from a lot of different people, not just like family members, but from random people too.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying, man. Like, if I ran into something like that,
Dude,
middle of the night, I would freak out.
I genuinely feel like scary, like, myths or stories beings are a lot scarier in, like, third world countries than they are here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cause there's like a different vibe about.
Yeah,
those
because
countries.
when the third world countries, like in Mexico, we have La Llorona. Obviously, it was brought culturally here because of the movie and stuff. But bro, when someone from over there, like when you see videos of it, like filmed in like 480p, 360p, and all you hear is ah in a dark concreted alley with old houses with nobody there, bro, that's shit scary. What's gonna be so scary about being at freaking Chicago or DC, those big ass nice buildings? You're probably just like, oh, it's a crackhead.
It's the imp again.
It's that fucking imp. But yeah,
It's very scary. I remember I was probably in 5th grade. I went to go visit India, staying in my family's house, and this was like a very old house that they had, and the houses there are kind of open, so like the roof's open, all the main house is open, but like the rooms themselves are closed.
Yeah. It's like that main common area that's like open, right?
Yeah.
But like the rooms themselves are like the part of the actual building.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was with my mom. We were sleeping in the bed at night, and we make sure to lock our rooms, and the locks are like like the big locks in the middle of the door, and then you lock the tops of the doors. So we make sure everything's nice and locked, and I sleep in, and then all of a sudden, middle of the night, I wake up and I hear footsteps going around my bed, just like walking around, and there's no way anyone could have possibly been inside because the doors were locked and you can't open it from the outside. And I'm just like freaking out. I have my comforter like tightly wrapped around me. I wake my mom. I'm like, Mom, do you hear that? She's like, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. And this thing is just walking consistently around and around. And I'm telling you, this building, their home is probably like over 100 years old. It's built a very long time ago. It's made of concrete, so they last. And so somehow I find the courage to go up and flick the light on. I flick the light on. I don't see anything. The footsteps stop. And I'm just like peering around, and nothing again. So I turned them back off, went back into my bed, and they stopped. The footsteps stopped in general. But I was just so scared. I could not sleep that night. I waited till the sun was up, and that's when I got out of my bed.
That's fucking scary. Terrifying. Like, yeah, especially as a kid. Like, I mean, like I said, I was like a very scaredy cat kid growing up. But funny enough, when I was in Mexico once, I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be funny, but in my head it was funny. I was sleeping in like one of the guest bedrooms in my grandparents' house, and my parents were like on the other side, so I was sleeping alone, and all of a sudden in the middle of the night I start hearing, like, I don't know if it's like this in India, but in Mexico a lot of the houses, their garage is kind of like a gate thing, but it's like a full like aluminum metal door or something, like just like, so in Mexico you open the big ass aluminum doors to get into the front door,
right,
type thing, because that's where you put your car. But anyways, so I'm sleeping and I'll hear banging on one of the like doors out of the many doors outside, just bah bah bah, and then I hear like some girl screaming and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck. Jeez. But I hear like no other guy, so like I like in my head like, oh my god, like is someone getting jumped, like could this just be a ghost? Like, oh, what the fuck is going on? And like it's consistent banging, bro, and like some eerie crying, but it didn't last long. Then some screaming, and then it just disappeared. So I got so fucking scared. But later I found out that it was just the neighbor beating his wife.
Ah, look at that. A pleasant, happy ending.
She was okay, but that's why I thought it was funny, because it wasn't a ghost. It wasn't funny she got beat up, but it was funny because like, oh, it wasn't a ghost. Cool.
Oh, that's completely normal. No worries.
It's Mexico. Oh, time. We're at the 36-minute mark.
All right, let's call it.
Cool, but yeah. So, good episode. Very productive. We learned some things.
Learned a lot of things. Yeah.
So you're welcome.
You raised your IQ, and then again and behold, just chopped it away, and now you're back in negative points.
No, I think it leveled out. I think what they gained, neutral? We just chopped it again, so we're good.
Okay, so we're back at zero.
Yeah, we're back at zero.
That's good. Staying true to our theme.
Yes. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is episode number
9.
Don't miss number 10, because we're gonna do a twerking special for episode 10. So to watch that, you're gonna have to go on our YouTube video and watch me throw it back, because Siam said he won't throw it back unless I throw it back.
Yep, that's the case.
That's the